Okay, so I asked the question, what do may contains mean to the consumer?
Yeah.
We've got the lovely Laura here, our host for today, so thank you very much.
You're all welcome.
Well?
Doesn't mean anything. It's on everything.
See that? This has always been my thing. When the laws came out all these years ago, and it does say, you can say may contain, then it was a thorough risk assessment. That's been softened now to a meaningful review.
Yeah.
But exactly.
When it's on everything, it becomes worthless.
Yeah.
And something like an ice lolly, it's on an ice lolly. And I understand it can be made in the same factory, but what are the chances of it being in an ice lolly?
Yeah, I suppose, and that's where, for us as caterers, you know, and we have HACCP plans and we have flow charts and we have, you know, documentation coming out of our ear holes, you know, really, shouldn't we be able to control it that little bit more?
Yes.
So that, you know, we're not restricting hypersensitive people, from choice.
Yeah.
And that is it. I feel like I'm playing Russian roulette with my life constantly every time I eat because it is on everything. But if I don't take those chances, then I'm a rabbit on rabbit food.
Yeah.
Because I can't enjoy those nice
I do
luxury
feel
foods.
Yeah.
But and then it's
Couldn't do rabbit food.
Yeah.
But it's, if I go to a friend's house, they have to feel like they have to cater for me separately because everything's may contains and they don't want to take the chances.
Yeah.
So, and it's
Which is a good point. So it's you as a person, then you got you, your family, your friends. So when you're all going out, it is a wider influence, isn't it?
Yeah.
which restaurant you choose or where to go.
We're already limiting a little bit.
Or they just leave you at home. Obviously, there is that option. Sorry. So you influence a wider group. And if you imagine 2 million times a group or family, this is where, you know, it's a big community.
Oh, it's massive.
I don't know what the solution is. I mean, I can say that manufacturers, caterers, anybody in the allergen accreditation, sorry for going on about it, in the family has had to scrutinise every manufacturer label, ring them up, why do you make contain? Okay, it does, doesn't. So the matrices are fine. When you produce your PPDS, it's fine. But whilst that's going on, there's the demand from customers. So we need a bit of clarity. Yeah. And also, it's a lot of food manufacturing and process is improving. There are some wicked manufacturers out there who deliberately drop, and they even say there's a sign saying we've no allergens declared there because there is no may contain in our factory. So it is getting better. I think we are getting better.
I think one of the big problems for me is that Company X buys Company Y, you know, and moves production into the same factory or whatever. And we go back to your ice lolly, you know, where, hold on a minute, can contain egg.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, may contain egg. But why? You know, it's a case of, we have got to a stage in this world of manufacturing, in this world of food, where one company makes so many different lines that actually default may contain. Yeah. And it isn't good.
Yes.
You know, and there has to be a better answer. You know, and I know you and I, Julian, we're collaborating with Cambridge University on a piece.
There's other things going on which we're involved with, which is...
It's constantly going on to improve the situation.
Yes,
but
I do have to say, restaurants are getting better. You can go online to certain restaurants and look at the menu, and you can select your allergy, and it eliminates the foods you can't eat. But then there are others still that we've got that file going, actually we don't really want to serve you because we don't want to take the risk. We don't know where we buy our products from. I know, because my brother, I have got a nut allergy and it is quite severe, or very severe, should I say. My brother is anxious to eat out with me because he's seen the reactions I have. Yeah. So it's very rare my brother will come for a meal out with me because he doesn't like seeing me in that situation. He doesn't want me to take that risk. But then I'm not going to put my life on hold because I can't risk eating out anywhere.
I mean, don't shoot me for saying it, but you seem quite confident and a forward person. And if you were in a restaurant, you would sit there and ask and say, can it, will it, does it? You know, what's the chances of? But some people don't and don't feel comfortable with it. I mean, you know, one of the features of CaterCloud is a QR code. So discreetly, you know, you can sit there, scan the QR code, look at the menu of the establishment
all
that you're
ingredients,
in.
all the allergens,
all the ingredients, all the allergens.
So,
you know,
which is meeting that part of the population that is which, you know, it's all relative to PPDS. And people do want to grab a product. They don't engage in conversation. So there are some new nifty things coming out.
I do feel when I order, I apologise all the time. Going, I'm really sorry, I have an allergy. I'm really sorry, just because I feel like I'm a hindrance and I'm being awkward when it's. I didn't ask for it. I was born with it.
I mean, God, it winds me up. It really does. But between CaterCloud, between allergen accreditation, and the steps that are being taken around, like you say, some restaurants are better than others, and it is getting better.
Yes.
Definitely.
For sure.
And I think between us, there are solutions out there. We can, help people. We can improve people's lives, and improving people's lives, in turn, improves business.
Yeah, exactly. It's good for business.
It's all circular. It all drives itself.
Yeah.
The more turnover you have, the more people you're getting through the door, the more people you can employ. The better your brand, etc., etc. Yeah. But it takes that one mistake to wipe out years and years of work.
Yeah, isn't it?
And that's for me. That's why too many people, for my money, rely on May Contains.
Yeah. And it's the severity of some allergies as well, of making sure that the restaurants and the chefs understand how severe they can be. I've had in the past people go, no, this dish doesn't contain it. Well, I've been severely ill because it's actually been made in a pan that the previous dish was. So it's the education more than anything.
Training. We've already mentioned it today.
Since we started talking about making it says just train, and keep it going.
You can't have enough training.
But then equally, imagine staff, if 90% of the time you're out there and the catering bit isn't perhaps 100% allergen, super duper compliant, but the customer care is like, oh, do you know what? We don't have a thing, but we can offer this is definitely guaranteed. Yes. But it's the courtesy and making you feel at ease and a human being. I had a lovely quote from a chef yesterday that was extremely emotional, and the consultation was with a gluten-free, a celiac child. She must have been 9, and I won't mention the name, in a school. It was part of a MasterChef interview. She was on my interview panel to interview a team of chefs, which is amazing.
Fantastic.
And there was 3 different chef catering teams, and 2 of them really good, and then this 3rd team. So she explained ever so politely, but very eloquently and professionally for a youngster, and her head teacher was glowing with pride on this. But it was okay, so I'm gluten-free, and I'd love to have fish and chips on Friday, but the bread, protein, the crumbs, and the chef said, well, for you, and she was anxious about her feeling special. And she didn't want to feel special. She just wanted to feel like a child in a room with her friends.
Inclusive. And
I can't think of his exact words, but they use this. I think it's Rice Krispies. They make these fish goujons, and then it's crunchy Rice Krispies. So it's a Rice Krispie base. It's delicious, really. So there's no breadcrumbs, there's no wheat, it's gluten-free product.
Innovation.
Cooked correctly, absolutely. And so it was. We create a special meal for everybody, so you don't feel special. Everybody feels. And
everybody's getting the same meal
in such a way.
But you're taking into account.
This young individual, this young girl, 8, 9 years old, was just thinking, and the whole room went silent, thinking, absolutely. So there are steps caterers can do. Yes. That effort is priceless. Is absolutely priceless. So it can be done. I'd just like. Just leading on what you were saying, we have collaborated, and things are getting better. They really are. We knew we were on a journey. We predicted in 2013 that the allergen route was taking about 6 years to bed in. Same as the Food Safety Act, that took forever to bed in. We're there now. We've had a bit of a glitch. We've not been very busy for a year, a little missed a year. But towards the end of this year, next year, we're going to be going on this trajectory to make your experiences going out, buying a sandwich, 100%, and and see him if you're not happy.
Oh, I will.
Well done to him. Excellent.
Well, I think we've had a great session. I think you and I, Julian, have definitely earned a cup of tea.
Can I just say, while we're all here, a big thank you to Laura, who's kindly let us use her kitchens here in Manchester, which has been fantastic. And so this couldn't have been done without you. So thank you very much.
Without Jestic, not without me. I would take all the credit.
Thank you very much. Yeah, much appreciated.